Alright guys, welcome back to another video. I got a little bit of a problem. It's a good problem to have if you're a fisherman, I guess. I got too many rods. It's fall, it's time for me to put them away. I've been storing them like crap the last few years, kind of just in piles, or kind of like a little makeshift thing I have in my basement where I've been hanging them with ropes and little eye hooks. And I've broken a few rods hanging them in there. They've fallen off and snapped the tips off, so it's time to do something different. And we're gonna do that today in this video. Gonna make a real quick trip to Home Depot, grab the supplies, put it together, show you guys how to do it. Let's go. The boards that we picked up were two 6-foot 1x4 pine boards. Alright guys, so what I've done here is I've just marked a rough center line down the middle there, and I've put marks every 4 inches, and that's where we're going to drill our holes. That's where I've kind of spaced out that I think is going to work the best for us. And I'm going to be using a 2-inch hole saw, so I can link one of those down in the description for you guys. But anyways, I'm going to go knock these out. We'll get right back to you. Alright guys, both of these are now cut out all the way down through. We want to be able to put our rods in facing the opposite direction every other one. So that way we can get more rods tighter together. This first hole, we want the handle to go in. This second hole, we want the tip of the next rod to go in. So they're alternating every other direction. That way your reels aren't all on one side and they're hitting each other, and it makes it hard to fit in and out. So all we have to do now is skip every other hole on this, and we just take our little angle finder here, little 45-degree square, and I'm just kind of eyeballing where I want this to be. I'm kind of just lining up the top of this with the hole, making a line like this, so it's like that, and that's what we're going to cut out. You want to cut the opposite one, so this one we're not cutting, this one we are cutting. This one we're not cutting, this one we are cutting. Wow, there's a little bit of a haze in here from that saw blade not working too good, smoking a little bit. But anyways, I should have mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is not gonna be like a bougie over-the-top build. This is like a get it done, looks alright build. I don't do like fine carpentry stuff. I just kind of wing it and just hope it works out. That being said, I did get pine because I wanted it to kind of look a little bit better. But you can use like 2x4s, those would work fine. Whatever you want to use, I just thought the pine might look a little better in the end. So yeah. So the best way to cut these out is obviously going to be with a jigsaw. You can use a handsaw, whatever you want to do, but this is what I'm going to use, the quickest way to do it. And that's what you should be left with right there, something like that. Alright guys, I'm just going to do a little bit of sanding on these now. I'm just going to use my palm sander, a little bit of hand sanding on the edges, call it good. I just drilled a few holes, mounting holes here. I'm going to use these 3-inch screws to mount these with. And all I did was I went from the top and drilled right down through here like this. So that way this screw will go all the way up into here. So what I've decided to do with this is the old burn technique. Just hit it really lightly with a torch and it brings the wood grain out a little bit, and then we'll just put some clear finish on there. So just a cool little extra touch. We'll do that, see what it looks like. Get those all burnt up here. Looking pretty cool. So I was gonna paint on some clear coat here, but I found I had a rattle can of this Minwax urethane, so we're just gonna spray that with this. That's the best option for this, I think, and then should be good to go. So let's clean her up. All right, so we got these all done, guys. We're gonna mount these things up here, my stringers up here down in my basement. Don't even need a ladder. Sweet. So we got 2 crankbait rods here. Stick these up in here. Butt section on that side, tip goes right up in here, like that. Next one we alternate. Butt section goes in there. Tip section goes in there. Like that. Sweet. Perfect. Let's go get the rest of the rods and fill this thing up. Alright guys, so we got it all up. All the rods are in here. Well, actually, not all of them. That's probably about half of them. I probably need to make another one of these racks. But got some of the trolling rods, some of the spinning rods, even put a fly rod in here just to try it. I found that the best way to do that is just to put it in the reverse way that you would normally put one of these rods in, because it doesn't have a butt section to really grab onto and you don't want it to fall off of there. So rack is on, looks pretty good, serves the purpose, and super happy with it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.